one thing. A couple years ago, it was before Tina was supervising the state. We had a urinal in American Falls that kept backing up. It probably still is, to be honest. It probably never really got fixed.
It hasn't, no.
Yeah, it
No,
probably has, yeah.
It's not a problem.
So, the worker that was out there was, you know, you get to know the state guys, they're stopping in, they're saying, hi, how are you? You get to know them, right? And that's okay, we encourage that, it's good to have that relationship. But we never told the supervisor, Sarah, we just told the IDOT guys. Well, the IDOT guys, they're good with fixing things, but not good with paperwork, so they never told the state. I think you're kind of dealing with this right now.
Yeah.
Almost identical. Well, we get a phone call one day because, I'm not gonna say any names, Governor, stopped into the rest area to use the bathroom and was pissed because it had flooded. And it had been flooding. We've been like basically fighting this thing. Well, the state called us, livid mad, like, why the hell hasn't this been reported to be fixed? And we're like, oh, we told your guy all the time. They're like, you don't do it that way. So the only thing I have today is if you see something that's broke, please make sure Tina knows daily. Because the more she hounds the state, the more likely they are to repair it. So again, it's good if you see those guys, you can remind them, hey, Bob, you know, whoever out there, the crew, that, you know, hey, by the way, that's still not fixed. That's okay. I'm cool with that. As long as Tina knows, so that she's letting the big wigs know in the state that it needs fixed. Because yeah, if not, trust me, those guys, they get out there, they're driving, they're not writing stuff down, they're forgetful, and it doesn't get relayed, so it has to get relayed. So, and next thing is, not only reporting things that need fixed, things in new data need fixed. So, you're driving one of the vehicles, something happens, don't just walk away from it, be like, hey, I noticed that this has been going on. We need to get that addressed sooner or later. I want you guys to know, I'm grateful this group takes care of the cars pretty well. The group before you didn't, just gonna be honest. You guys are a lot better with my vehicles. I buy cars with high miles, that's what I do. I don't buy really nice cars because I kind of trade them out, you know, quite a bit. In fact, our insurance asked me during our meeting if I was getting into the car dealing business. I'm not. But please report that because I do. I put Band-Aid fixes on them, I duct tape them, I make them work as long as humanly possible. The Impala is for sale. Employees have first pick. I'm going to tell you right now, you shouldn't buy it, but you do have first pick. But we put 155,000 miles on that bad boy. So that gives you an idea of how much we're just driving those things. So the Jeep is next. I know Sprack likes the blue Jeep, so the blue Jeep, I actually have thought about buying that one because that would be a good take up in the mountains and, you know, run it until it falls apart. So again, you guys always have first option. I will finance a car with you if you need to, if you're working for me. So we can discuss that. If you're like, hey, I really need a car or my kid needs a car, I can finance, make that work as long as you're on the payroll here. So I think that was the only two major things. Tina? Thank you for all you guys do.
Just a couple of things. This is basically for the rest area crews. Sorry, I have mouth surgery, so I talk really weird for the next 2 weeks. No open-toed shoes. You have to wear either. Yeah. All right. Either tennis shoes, shoes like this, no open-toed shoes, because if something falls on you, a rock, a mop, anything like that, you know. You know, I mean, just anything that might fall and cause injury. A piece of glass falling out of the garbage, you're picking it up. A needle falling out of the garbage. Those things like that, you know, stab you in the foot could really cause some damage. So make sure that you are always wearing closed-toed shoes. It gets hot out there at the rest areas, so dress code, you know, you can wear like a tank top, make sure it's not spaghetti strapped, you know, make sure you're not,
3-finger with roll.
You know.
Keep it like high school here.
Yeah, make sure you're not, you know, hanging them.
You guys know why we do that?
If you're late, yeah, I mean, just so you're not hanging out and you're not, being.
Do they know why though?
I do.
I work through the other agency. Some of our participants are from an agency that are in that region because they're sexual history.
And again, part of their disability may be
Yeah.
an inability to control
Right,
that early.
right.
So
Right,
we try to be as modest as soon as possible to prevent that from becoming an issue.
right,
So it's not like we're like, prudes, you know, oh yeah, you guys. And I will tell you on the shoe issue, sorry to interrupt you, but I've seen workman's comp deny a claim because it says in our policies, not necessarily New Days, but another company I was working with, closed-toed shoes. Person had on some flip-flops, got their foot cut, and workman's comp said, that's your problem, not ours, figure it out.
Right.
And workman's comp rarely does that, but they did, they denied the guy's claim, and he ended up having to, like, or claim, had to get surgery and stuff, so yes, please wear shoes on the sides.
right. There was something else, but I'm trying to remember what it was. Trying to think, there was something important to it, obviously it left my mind. But like I said, thank you all for what you do, you guys are all amazing. I might be prejudiced, but this is probably the best crew that we've had.
Yeah.
I might be prejudiced because, you know, I hired all of you, but, you know, you guys are doing a really, really great job, and I thank you for always being willing to, you know, step in when I call you in, you know, in the middle of the night or something, or, you know, hey, can you work in the morning? Thank you for being willing to step up and help me out. It is, you don't know how lucky that is to have something like that. It's very important, because that allows me to be able to be in here and doing my supervising job instead of being out cleaning. Another thing, I don't know that all of you, I don't think all of you were here for the last training. One thing I haven't taught to you, I call them the baseball guys, sorry, you guys are the baseball guys. When you get to the rest areas in the morning, I need you to snap a picture. I don't even care if it's a selfie, because just send me a picture showing me that you're actually at site. Because that allows, why I asked that is I had a situation about a week ago that people from IDOT sent me a message telling me that one of the bathrooms looked like absolute crap. They said nobody had been there. The toilet paper wasn't stocked, on and on about all these different things. That particular rest area, the person had shot me a picture. And so I could prove to them, hey, my person was there at 8:30 this morning. Maybe something, you know, maybe there was an issue, but somebody was on site. And that's what they want. They want people on site. So like I said, first thing in the morning, shoot me a picture, hey, I'm at my site. And I may, you know, randomly surprise you and say 2 o'clock in the afternoon, hey, shoot me a picture. So that way I know you guys are, I trust all of you, but just for my protection and IDOT's calling or emailing me, if I can say, hey, I've had somebody on site from 8 to 4, or 8 to 3:30 even. That helps me keep our contracts and you guys keep your jobs. So please just start doing that. That would greatly, like I said, because that covered my situation, because I could say, hey, here's the picture, he was there. And like I said, I don't care if it's a selfie, I really don't. Just send me a picture of a bush that I know is at Malad or somewhere, you know, something that I know is with your site. And that way then, because like I said, this person doesn't like to take selfies, he takes a picture of the lobby. One day, he's like, there was people in the lobby and he took a picture of the closet. So, I mean, just things like that, easy little things, so then I can say, hey, they were there.
Baseball boys, the question you ask yourself when you snap that picture is that would you want me to do it if you just coming back? Keep it appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, yesterday, this one.
Son had her a picture of her son and I for wearing shades in the car.
Yeah, they were wearing shades in the car. I might, oh, you too, okay. But thank you again for all you do. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
Questions for us?
Any
for
questions,
Hannah?
anything you,
If you ever need help figuring out how to fill out one of those, just let me know and we can set up a time to meet together and go over it. Make sure you got everything you need on it.
okay, big question. What are we gonna do to get you guys winning on the road?
$100.
Actually,
Well,
surprised about that month.
I have 3, is that?
Put the quarter away.